Hello everyone, let's start today our new topic, rain and cloud formation. We are fascinated by every time when rainfall occurs and when we hear thundering of clouds. Now let's understand rain formation and cloud formation in detail today. When water bodies are heated during daytime, a large amount of water evaporates and goes into air. Here from this figure you can see very clearly sun rays are falling on earth. When these sun rays fall on earth, water vapors get evaporated and these water vapors start accumulating in environment. Water vapors are not only formed from water bodies, water vapors are also added into atmosphere by various biological activities. Here respiration is shown. Respiration of animals, when it occurs, it not only releases carbon dioxide into atmosphere but water vapor are also released into environment. During respiration, water vapors are added into atmosphere by respiration of plants as well as by animals. Water vapors are added into environment. Plants show transpiration also. Let's recall what is transpiration. The loss of water vapor from leaves of plant through stomata is known as transpiration. When plant is receiving sunlight, it loses water vapor through the process of transpiration. So thus water vapors are added into atmosphere not by the respiration of animals but also through the respiration of plants and by transpiration of plants. As air gets heated during daytime by solar radiations, hot air rises up carrying many water vapors along with it. As the air rises up, it expands and cools. Now let's understand the formation of clouds in detail. Here in this figure we can see that sun heat is falling on earth. Earth's surface gets heated up by solar radiation. As solar radiation falls on the earth, ground also gets heated up. Here ground is getting warm gradually. By warm ground, heat is transferred to air around it. So air also get warm. Here air is getting warm from ground and warm air has started rising up. This is the warm air which has started rising up. As warm air rises up, it also takes along with it many water vapors. Here in this figure you can see that many blue dots. These blue dots are representing water vapors which also rise up along with the air. Now as warm air and water vapors rises up, clouds are formed because above at certain height temperatures start decreasing. When clouds go at certain height in environment, temperature of environment start decreasing and condensation of water vapor occurs. Clouds gradually increase in their size. Clouds increase in their size in such a way that some of the dust particle act as a nucleus. Around these dust particles, many water vapors start accumulating. The size of clouds is increased. So, let's summarize the various steps in cloud formation. Rays of sun, that is sunlight, warms the surface of earth. This warm surface transfers the heat to the air. Then air becomes hot and start rising up. When air rises up, it along with it takes many water vapors along with it. Now rising air cools and condenses to form clouds. In this figure it is shown the formation of cloud. Clouds are earlier small in size. After some time clouds start increasing their size. How it happens? One of the dust particle act as a nucleus for cloud formation. Around this dust particle many water vapors starts accumulating. Water vapors are accumulating around the dust particle. Gradually the size of water vapors and dust particles start increasing, and finally they become sufficient in the size. When the drops have grown big enough and heavy, they fall down in the form of rain. Let's summarize again. Here a dot is representing condensation nucleus. Now around this drop, water droplets start accumulating, and finally size of cloud increases. Now when the drops have grown big and heavy, they fall down in the form of rain. Sometimes when temperature is low enough, precipitation may occur in the form of snow, sleet or hail. In this figure it is shown the formation of snow. Precipitates falling from clouds in the form of ice crystal is known as snow. Precipitates falling from clouds in the form of ice crystals is known as snow. We have watched snow. You must have seen snow at various hill stations. But sometimes in Ganganagar we have seen that along with rain, small snowballs are also falling. That is known as sleet. A mixture of rain and snow is known as sleet. In Ganganagar, many times we have observed sleet. What is sleet? A mixture of rain and snow. Now let's see what is hail. Ice balls are formed along with rising air currents. Hail is a phenomena in which ice balls are formed along with strong rising air currents. So in this way, depending upon the conditions of environment, we may observe snow, sleet or hail.